And right now we're hanging out with Suicidal Tendencies. So tell us a little bit, Mike, how's the tour been going so far? Considering this is the first date.
Yeah, see, we're kicking it off in America right now, Halloween, but like we did Europe, and it was really, I had a good time, you know, speaking for myself. And
yeah, now with the European dates, Heather, Mike, were the European dates the first time playing a lot of the new stuff, for Art of Rebellion?
Yeah, that's the first shows we did. Actually, the first show we did since August of last year and stuff. So this is the first time we're playing in the States for over a year. So it's playing the new stuff. It's cool, you know, doing the European thing. Saw a lot of shows. It was cool. And it was a lot of fun.
Now, when Suicidal Tendencies, I'm talking to you, Rocky. When Suicidal Tendencies were playing over in Europe, were you playing with Megadeth, or was it a different show there?
We were headlining. We were playing with Rage Against the Machine's LA band. It was fun though. Yeah.
So things were going over good over there.
Yeah.
But you're happy to be back in America?
Of course.
Absolutely.
Now tell us, are you going to be playing all the Megadeth shows, or?
Pretty much.
As long as they'll keep you on?
Yeah, as long as they keep us.
Okay, we're going to hang out with Suicidal Tendencies, and also we're going to find out who that guy is right there, because Suicidal Tendency fans, you've probably never seen him before, but right now it's world premiere time. Here's a world premiere video from Ugly Kid Joe, So Damn Cool.
Jimmy DeGrasso.
Who is?
Italian guy.
The new Suicidal Tendencies drummer. Congratulations about being the new drummer of Suicidal Tendencies. I mean, you went and auditioned for him, and
yeah, auditioned like everyone else, and they called up and said, "Want to play for a couple years?" And you know,
were you a Suicidal Tendencies fan?
Yeah, definitely.
Now, how's the new stuff? I mean, it's still early to tell. The new Suicidal Tendencies shows that the band's definitely progressing and is quite different from the older Suicidal stuff. Now, how are the European fans, are the only people that have heard the new stuff live before, how did they react to the new stuff live?
It was great because it's a different situation in Europe. We didn't have our first records released till a while ago, and like 5 years ago, whereas in the States it was '83, and it's our best-selling record over there, and you know, it's the biggest shows we've ever done. It's the best response we've ever had, so it was really exciting and stuff. And plus, we hadn't played. Our last show was in August, I guess, of '91, so we hadn't played in a while too, you know. So it was interesting getting back and just playing and stuff. So that was cool. It was a lot of fun.
Is it a lot harder? The new album, The Art of Rebellion, seems more intricate and it's got a lot more stuff going on, sort of effects, and has a much wider, fuller sound. Is it harder to play some of that stuff live as it is opposed to some of the earlier stuff?
Every time we've done a record, people, you know, before we start the tour, they ask about it. When we did the second record, we did How Will I Laugh, that was, oh, that's so different than your first two. We do The Lights Camera, that's different than your other records. And you know, after we do our next record, after this one, they'll say it's a lot different than the ones we've done, but they all fit in together afterwards. And I think live is a special thing for Suicidal. That's important, and that's why, you know, we're out here, show that, you know, what we can do and what we're all about.
Now, Jimmy, is this your first time going on a big tour?
Haven't done any touring for a couple years, so it's been a while. Pretty much been staying and playing the West Coast a lot. So we just got back from Europe and everything.
Looking forward to playing across America, though.
Yeah, definitely. I understand the money, and I understand when I'm getting room service. So it's
yeah. You know what the food is? It's not
Spätzle in Germany. Do you have Spätzle in Germany?
No, man.
Some thick, creamy stuff.
Yeah.
That moves.
I stayed away from that crap.
Anyways, we're going to be hanging out with these guys. Don't forget the tour is going across America. When you get there, show up early. You know, give time for traffic so you can check out Suicidal Tendencies going on before Megadeth. And right now, let's play something from Pantera. Dig this one a lot. This is Walk. Hanging out with 3/5 of Suicidal Tendencies, and in the background we have your bus, and you're just about to embark on the American tour, and there's your bus driver who has absolutely no idea of the hell that he's going to be in soon. I got a question. Living on a tour bus, does it start to get crazy? I mean, because you basically are living on the bus, right?
Well, we have fights every night and get our aggressions out, and sometimes you have to pull the bus over because it gets too crazy. So we go on the side of the highway.
Yeah. You start to get on each other's nerves.
Well, see, I was practicing, like when we had our week off between Europe and here, I had to go pull over on the side of the coast highway and fight some guy, and he socked me in the mouth. But just to keep up to date with like the everyday life on the bus with ST, it's all about just don't
fighting on the side of the road.
Hey, see, with us guys especially, like we watch each other, you know, don't get the knuckles.
And Robert's working out now, so he's getting big. He's got the album. But it seems like, I mean, maybe it's just the first tour, and if we hook up the first night of the tour, we hook up with these guys in a couple months, it'll be like this. But it seems like you guys are excited to get back out on the road and look like you're having fun.
Yeah, because for those
Spit it out.
For those European shows, this is the first time Suicidal's played in over a year. So it's nice to get back out and get rolling again and have our side of the road fights.
So look for Suicidal Tendencies, and if you don't get to see the show and you see a tour bus pulled over on the side of the road, back them up, man.
Come over and fight with us.
They need help. They need help.
We welcome challenges.
Anyways, we'll be back with more from Miami Beach, Florida, as the Headbangers Ball continues. Ricky Rackman here with Mike Muir. We're on stage. Suicidal Tendencies is in the midst of their sound check. And Mike, one thing that I wanted to talk to you about is not only are you working with Suicidal Tendencies, about to kick off the tour, but I understand that there's going to be another Infectious Grooves record, which is the band that you and Robert are also in.
Yeah, we finished the record out right before we went to Europe, and it's going to come out in January. And doing the New Year's Eve show with Megadeth at Long Beach. And you know, working around the Suicidal.
So New Year's Eve, remember when Megadeth plays, Infectious Groove is going to be open up. I mean, is there one that you like better, or is that not a good question? I mean, both a lot different?
No, it's different, and that's the the beauty of it. There's a lot of fun. There's some similarities with certain things. You see some of the same people, but you see some different people, and it's a challenge. It's different, and it's fun. It's a variety. You like Italian food, but then again, you bust out every now and then on a nice steak.
Exactly. Now, is Infectious Grooves kind of your funky side, you and Robert's funky side, and as opposed to Suicidal being your rock side?
Yeah, well, I think Infectious, a lot of people say, man,
or maybe a little bit like Lighten Up. I mean, you kind of seem to goof around a little bit more with Infectious.
People say, how could you do that? And that's actually the music closer to the music that I grew up listening to, Suicidal's more of a reach to me and stuff, and but it's like doing the thing, interpreting it the way you want and doing what you want, and I think that's what Suicidal's about. Not letting people tell you who you should be and what you can and can't do, but let your abilities and your effort determine what you're gonna do.
Right on. And we'll be back here, remember, Megadeth Suicidal Tendencies tour. It's kicking off tonight in Miami, and it's playing across America. We'll be back with more Headbangers Ball coming to you from Miami, FLA.
Now take it on home for the fun. Send me your money. Here comes another con hiding behind a collar. His only God is the almighty dollar. He ain't no prophet, he ain't no healer. He's just a two-bit goddamn on his feeler. Send it! You gotta send it! Send me your money! You hear what I'm saying? Send it! Send it! Your money!
You just saw a little bit of Suicidal Tendencies live, and now let's play a video from them to get you all hyped up for this concert that should be hitting your town real soon. Here is Suicidal Tendencies with their latest video off their smash album, The Art of Rebellion. Here is Nobody Hears. That was Stone Temple Pilots, and if you want to check them out live, November 24th, they're going to be at the Cat House in LA. And I'll be there. I hope you will too. And speaking of live performances, let's check out a little bit of Suicidal Tendencies live. forget that MTV's Headbangers Ball is presenting the Megadeth tour with special guest star Suicidal Tendencies off through 92, and it's probably going to go into 93. And you guys keep on showing up at the shows. Who knows how much longer it's going to go. Anyway, right now let's play a classic Megadeth video. Here is Wake Up Dead.
She chose it that way. Goes in song. Right down. Go in. Right down. Right. No, you can do. Goes in song.
Here with Mike and Robert from Suicidal Tendencies. Now the first show of the first night of the tour is just completed, and how's it feel? I'm going to Disneyland. No.
Feels good.
Yeah.
Robert, would you elaborate?
Feels nice. I especially like the nice warm breeze flowing through my skin and the impact that it had on my performance. My basses really love this show tonight.
Yeah. Now one thing I want to say, you know, I've seen a lot of opening bands, and when you guys went on, it was totally packed. Everybody knew, especially like when you did Pledge Your Allegiance, everybody did, you know, knew the words, and it was very cool that everybody knew the words, even to Mommy, you know, that they knew the words to the older songs as well. Don't you agree?
Absolutely. You know, when a song is written about people's mamas and stuff, there's a reaction.
And people are going, I see your mommy, and your mommy's dead.
Nana, comida de nana. Yeah.
Which means, don't be talking about me in Spanish.
Frankenstein.
Nana Funkenstein is a bassist. She's from Aguascalientes, Mexico, and she's really good. A little old lady, about 60 years old, cooks like beans and rice.
Where did this subject come up?
She says she's 58. Well, you know she's gonna be upset.
Talking about them doing songs, they knew the words, and we're talking about a 58-year-old bass player. We're gonna let these guys talk about the bass player. Go see the show. Show up early. You know, there's traffic sometime, and you do not want to miss Suicidal Tendencies.
Right.
And there'll be more Headbangers Ball. Exactly. And there'll be more, except when you're New Year's Eve in Long Beach, and it'll be that infectophibian thing.
Infectophibian thing.
Will Sarsipius make an appearance?
Sarsipius might bust out.
Ooh, okay. Just wanted to make sure.
Is trying to outbid for him, you know. They got a big Holiday Inn bash going,
Well, check out the tour, and there'll be more Headbangers Ball on location in Miami, Florida, when we continue. So, we're gonna play a video right now from Suicidal Tendencies, and Mike, you look great in this video.
What's it called?
You look so good in this video. You look very young and dapper.
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 Isn't that what a baby wears when they don't pee? A dapper.
You look young.
What video is it?
Wait.
Institutionalized. Here's Institutionalized from Suicidal Tendencies.
Nobody's seen this for 100 years.